Greetings, fellow captains, and welcome back to another episode of World of Warships with the Hive Hand. And today we are going to have a quick rundown of the Halloween mode and explain couple of little things about it, because it did slightly confuse me. Okay, so first of all, as you can see, we're going to play. We have here Halloween. There are three modes: easy, normal, and nightmare. As you can see, I have actually completed all the stars for each. So as you can see, you get some premium time, some camos, some patches, crates to open, and ultimately you get the event currency as well. So a few quick things that probably need to be explaining. You can see those, I don't know what they're called. It's the little blue pearl with the gold around it. These are basically, this is the currency that you use to upgrade your commanders in Halloween mode. So we can have a quick look. Actually, I know she's fully upgraded. So let's have a. Don't believe he's fully upgraded. Right, okay. Bear with me. Sorry. So there you can see you've got the soul stones. There we go. So soul stones are what are used to upgrade your commander. Now, each of the levels of Halloween mode, as you can see, there's 100 or 200 available on easy. There is 600 available on normal, and 1,000 available on nightmare. Now, it's 1,000 just to upgrade to the last tier of legendary ranks. So what you can do, particularly if you're struggling as you're going up through the game modes, okay, is if you go into your campaigns and missions, there are Halloween missions. So terrifying deeds, which gives you some steel. There are scary deeds, which give you some of the event currency, which I forget what it's called because I didn't pay any attention. But you'll also have soulstone gatherer, soulstone collector, and soulstone hoarder. Now these will give you, as you can see, additional soulstones. So you have, oh, I didn't realise I was still in a party then. Hit enemy ships with your main battery in your Hyper Viper. Get citadels in the charmer and score torpedo damage in the duel. So obviously, if you're struggling, get these missions done and upgrade your commanders that way. So yeah, as you can see, Soulstone Gatherer there. You get even more. I haven't completely finished the event. I've still got Soulstone Hoarder to do. I have completed it on Nightmare mode. But yeah, we've just got these. You get the special Fiery Pumpkin patch once it's completed. So let's talk a little bit. I'll try and keep it brief because obviously I'm assuming more people want to see gameplay than see me rabbiting on. So I'm gonna quickly go over the ships and the commanders. So Joanna Do is the DD commander. Increases your torpedo speed, your torpedo damage as a base trait. Then I've personally decided to go for back in stock to increase the reload. I've gone for quick fix, torpedo launch, so faster and more range. Perceptive. In all fairness, it's just because I didn't want the negative time to rudder shift. It's the only real reason why I've taken it. And gone for give me speed, because speed boosts actually heal you when you're inside the filth. So yeah, that's how I've built my dual commander up. You do have the option to install upgrades. Can I uninstall it? It won't let me uninstall it. Basically, you lose some hit points, but you generally get some benefits in other ways, shapes, and forms. So what I'm going to do, I'm not gonna play 3 entire matches. I'm not gonna show them in each one. What I'm going to do, I'm going to pull a couple of clips off from my gaming today, and we'll explain what the strategy is to play in each ship. And as long as you play your role, you're probably going to do, you're probably going to fare pretty well. So we will catch you in game. Right, okay, so we are going to kick off the gameplay with the Hyper Viper. Essentially, it's just a hipper with a couple of interesting new perks. So your radar, in all fairness, I've probably fallen foul of this a little bit. Your radar is a constant. There's no radar charges. You can use the radar as much as you absolutely like. So keep on using it because it will definitely help, particularly getting the kill enemies within the filth. And as you can see, what I'm doing here, I'm literally just spamming torpedoes in to the cap. This is particularly useful right at the start. Obviously, you do want to maintain the use of your torpedoes throughout the match. But your Hyper Viper it's the damage dealer. It is absolutely ridiculous how much damage this can pull off. Just so you know, this is actually nightmare mode. In particular that we're playing. You can tell the difference between the modes because of the ships that are in there. So you start off with the basic Scarab, the basic Ghoul, and the Varg and the Ziskas, and basically you get upgraded versions as you go up through the game modes. So the playstyle of the Hyper Viper is exactly what it is. It's basically do as much damage, like literally dish out damage constantly, as much and as fast as you can. Every 50,000 hit points of damage that you do, your consumable, which is a reload booster. The reload booster not only boosts your reload significantly, but it also it has the vampiric trait, which basically means all the damage you do to the enemies, you actually receive back in heals. So this does allow you to be really, really aggressive in the Viper when you have the hit points for it. So as you can see, this has been sped up significantly. What I'm doing here, because actually at this moment nobody is covering the spawn of Rasputin. Rasputin tends to spawn in sort of one area, but it seems to have two sort of specific spawn points, which hopefully I'll pop up on the screen here with some post-recording editing. So as you can see, I'm using the vampiric reload booster. We absolutely devastate that pestilence Varg, and this isn't the strategy I'd ideally use, but it just shows that the Hyper Viper is of course completely capable of taking on Rasputin by itself, along with several other battleships and destroyers, because obviously we've got the torpedoes coming in. We use our reload booster again, get our health absolutely back to full, and continue to pepper. So yeah, essentially your role is to dish out damage and be there, sort of pay attention, back up. There's two main enemies, that's Rasputin and Gorgon. Unfortunately, in this particular match, I don't believe we actually managed to get the Gorgon because of our friendly ships dying. I had to pull back and take on Rasputin myself, whereas my teammates pushed for teammates. Well, one of them died. no, I lied. They're both still alive. Whilst my teammates went to hunt Gorgon, and unfortunately, this one was a bit of a shambles. It did go a little bit haywire. We did only get 4 stars, but that's one thing to point out, that the stars are actually they're retroactively given. So if you don't manage to complete all 5 tasks in a single run, don't worry about it. Say if you miss out killing Gorgon, then that's fine. All you do next match, make sure you go and kill Gorgon, and that'll be added to your rankings, and then you will have completed the 5 stars. So you don't need 5 stars in one run, although it is awfully nice when that happens, and when everyone's playing their role and that happens, it turns out quite nicely. And there we go. That is 718,000 damage done using the Hyper Viper, which, like I said, the Hyper Viper, let's be honest, it's been my favourite to use. And it is the damage dealer as per the previous ones. Right, okay, so we are going to move swiftly along to the Charmer, and here we go. This is the Charmer gameplay. Right, okay, so the Charmer, unlike the Hyper Viper, does actually require a bit of time, a bit of patience, and a bit of prior preparation and planning. So one thing to note, it is an Iowa, although its range is absolutely terrible. So what I like to do, how I like to play it, is get in to about 8 kilometers of range of the portal, where all the enemies originally start spawning from. And as you can see here, what I'm doing is turning away slightly and putting myself basically in a kiting position without actually kiting away. We're going to hold. If you notice, I'm kind of, and I'm backing up a bit here to get into position exactly, is I am looking to defend that first tower. Defending the towers is a crucial part. You need to keep 2 of them. You need to save Transylvania, save at least 2 turrets, get the kills in the filth. You also need to kill Rasputin and Gorgon to get your 5-star achievement. So as you can see, I am now slowly but surely motoring directly towards Tower 1. Now this is, Rasputin always spawns near Tower 1. All the games I've played so far, he has always spawned either just to the north or just, I say to the north, it's like west or south of it. I'll pop it up. I should have popped it up on the screen earlier and explained the spawning for Rasputin and the method, the tactic I use to very quickly and very easily disperse of Rasputin as well. So as you can see, we've only done 130,000 damage in comparison so far. In comparison to what the Hyper Viper does, like, don't expect to be doing massive damages. And there we go. Rasputin spawned to the east of the tower, and the tower has already been destroyed. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with duking it out with Rasputin. It's perfectly achievable. It's reasonably easy to win against the Rasputin. But what I find tends to work a bit quicker and saves a bit of time is use your shield just before you hit him and ram him and sink him into oblivion. And we've already got our guns turned and ready to fight the pestilence Varg that's pushing up on us. And that is essentially your job done in the Charmer. You defend that. You always lose Tower 1. I don't think I've ever played a match where they've not destroyed Tower number 1. Yeah, Tower number. You defend the towers by killing them, not letting them get close enough. But yeah, once you've killed Rasputin in your Charmer, you're essentially game over. Now it is literally just shoot stuff, get damage, and help clean up the kills to get that extra star. You really don't want to go after Gorgon in the Charmer, purely because you can't really, you've got a reasonable heal, but you can't really stay in the fog permanently, unlike the Duel or the Hyper Viper, who can quite happily spend the entire match. You can see I am 100% making a beeline to get out of the filth, because yeah, like I can't endlessly run heals, even though my heal is maxed, because of the amount of damage that we have actually managed to output so far in this match. And there we go, the portal is closed, game It's done. There's our 5-star completed. That was the first time we done it on nightmare mode, and yeah, that was complete. So on to the duel. Right, okay, so I'll be honest with you, I've just realised, although I have played the duel multiple times, I haven't actually saved any clips of the duel. I haven't got time to play it now. But essentially, what you do with the duel is at the start of the game, you need to be kind of tentative. You need to make sure you stay alive. You can use your speed boost to remain healing within the fog. So don't forget that. Really sort of focus on that. And what your job is, down the southeast end of the map where the portal is, about halfway through the match, the same time that Rasputin tends to spawn, the Gorgon will also spawn. The Gorgon is an aircraft carrier. So your job, in really speaking, if you're the duel, is to kill Gorgon. I would suggest keeping a torpedo reload booster ready and waiting for this event to happen before you meeting it, because the Gorgon's very fast. It's also quite agile, and yes, it can quite easily dodge your torps. It's also got some pretty mean secondaries which you need to keep an eye out for as well. Apologies for the lack of gameplay but unfortunately I'm out of time for today, and I wanted to get this video out and get helping you all with the Halloween event. So I do hope you enjoyed. Any questions, do drop them in the comments below. I will 100% be keeping an eye over it, particularly over the course of the event, and answering any questions that you do have. Don't forget to slap like, and of course, as always, until next time, take care.